Hi everyone, it's Eva Pieczak here from Abundant Results Coaching, and I'd love to share with you a powerful tool on how to boost your self-esteem. Have you ever happened to go through some emotional impact or knock on your confidence where you didn't feel like you're capable to accomplish everything that you desire? Well, very often high achievers go through those periods of times where maybe they go through what we call high emotional impact. So maybe you get sick for a period of time. Maybe you go through, you lose your job that you actually had for a long time. Maybe you went through divorce or breakup or business crash. A lot of the time when things like that happen in the life of high achiever, most high achievers lose their confidence and they don't know how to go back up. And that's because they didn't know exactly how to structure and build their confidence in the first place. It was just there. And so I work with a lot of people who would love to transform their self-esteem, and a lot of high achievers who have gone through high emotional impacts, they lose it. And so it can happen to any single one of you when you're moving towards your goal and something actually happens that knocks you off and you're just like completely, you've lost your confidence, you're powerless, and you don't know how to move back up to that high-flying attitude. So how do we do this? Well, I've discovered that one of the very powerful tools to raise your self-esteem is to take control over your non-productive habits. So maybe you have a non-productive habit of sleeping in the morning and starting your day very late. Maybe you have a habit of procrastinating. You have your to-do list and then the most difficult task goes till the last, and then you're feeling that deep overwhelm throughout the day because you haven't done it and you push it forward, and then you beat yourself up because you eventually don't have energy to do it. Maybe you have a negative, non-productive habit of emotional eating. When something bad happens to you and you snack on sweets or something, you don't sleep well, or maybe someone annoys you and you just do that actually harms your health and makes you grow bigger. And maybe you would like to have a really nice, fit, slim body. If you have any, and I'm sure you do because everybody has non-productive habits, take one of them and transform it. When you take one of the basic non-productive habits and you take control over it, you start regaining that power of confidence and believing that, you know what, you can actually change things. You can turn things around, and then once you take control over one habit, then you know you can change more things. Now, how do you take control over a habit? Well, let's say sleeping in the morning. I've noticed that if you literally force yourself to get up at specific time and you have a non-productive habit of sleeping in, it probably is not going to work and you're going to bounce back. Similarly with other non-productive habits that I mentioned. So you have to create a habit change at a mental level, because mentality is actually the source of your habit. Now, you may know that, you may not know that, but I've noticed that if I ever make myself do something over and over and over again, and it's not in my habit, I will eventually bounce back into my comfort zone and the habit that is known to my psyche, to my subconscious mind. So how do you tackle a habit at the deepest source or subconscious level? Well, you've got to create mental affirmation that goes with the habit. Then you've got to do the habit every single day, the productive one that you want to replace the non-productive one with, and you need accountability. So for instance, you want to start getting up early in the morning at specific time. Even give yourself 1 hour less earlier. If you want to get up, let's say 7 or 6, make that decision and create affirmation with it. Say something like, I see myself getting up at 7 a.m. and I'm totally productive and I feel so proud of myself. And create that affirmation and record it on your phone on some simple voice recorder. You can also use background music. You can go to YouTube. I personally love epic emotional music as a background and just record it over it so that it loops. then listen to that recording everywhere you go. You know, you go for a walk, you make dinner, you brush your teeth. Listen to that recording over and over and over so that it actually burns into your mind. And you see yourself getting up at 7 a.m. and feeling productive and feeling proud of you. And then as you go along with that recording, you also connect it with action. At the beginning, it will not be comfortable. You will get excuses coming from your mind. I feel tired, not today. Maybe I want to go back to bed. And you've got to be strong. So for that, if you have someone in your household that could support you, maybe someone can give you a call, maybe someone could actually support you with accountability. If you do this for about 20 days, 21 days, up to 30 days, you will conquer your non-productive habit. And when you do that, you will gain that sense of, you know what, I can do things. I can actually achieve more. I just need to take charge over myself. Because see, what you're experiencing outside of you in your external world, any result you have is actually an expression of your internal habits, thinking and behavioral habits, and also self-image. And so what you've got to do is start tackling these habits one after another to prove to yourself that you can do something and you can take control over reality. So I hope that gave you some food for thought, and you're going to try it. If you would like to boost your self-esteem and move it to another level, definitely tackle one non-productive habit and turn it around. It will take time, but it will prove to you that you can literally shape your own results and your own reality. So I hope you had a good time listening to this, and you're going to have an amazing time changing your habits. Have a great week.